can't move my legs. Please don't get up.
Well, what do you mean? How can't you move them?
Maybe it's nothing. Be still for a minute.
Has this happened before, baby?
It'll go away. It's stopping already.
Can you feel that?
I think... I'm not sure.
Can you or can't you?
A little.
Close your eyes, baby. Close your eyes. Now concentrate. You feel it now?
Yes.
Eden, why are you lying to me? What's happened?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cruz.
Baby?
I'm sorry.
They're sending an ambulance.
So hot in here.
How'd this happen? I don't know. It just did. How's that?
Better.
Here, take this.
What is it?
It'll help calm you down.
I don't want it. I'm calm. I want to feel everything.
Eden, listen to me. There's nothing to be scared about. We'll have this taken care of and you'll be fine tomorrow.
I know. Don't cancel the wedding.
Why should I?
It's hard to breathe in here. Can't you open a window?
They're open.
The breeze stopped.
Listen.
Where's it coming from?
Sound carries down here by the water.
It must be Julius, baby.
I don't know. It's dark over there.
It's our baby. The one we're gonna have. It's calling us.
She doesn't know what she's saying.
Eden, listen, look at me. Look at me. You are here in this house, the house where we live.
Cruz, let me massage your legs. It worked before.
There it is again. I'm spoiling everything, aren't I?
No, darling, this isn't going to change a damn thing.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to keep you overnight, just to run some tests.
No, I don't want to stay here.
Baby, it's just for one night. We got to give Scott a chance to fix you up, and I'll be right here with you the whole time. It'll be okay. What do you think?
I'd like to get the chief of orthopedics here to consult.
Sure. But you must have some ideas on what could bring the paralysis back.
Any damage that she suffered last summer has long since healed, or should have.
Then you think this is something new?
It's possible. There are other signs. Her blood pressure is down, her heart rate is up.
Yeah, signs of what, though?
To be honest with you, no guess I could make can account for what's happening to her.
Your flowers are so pretty, aren't they?
Yes.
It was all they had. The florist was closing.
Well, the cafeteria's open. Maybe you'd like to get yourself some supper.
Can't Cruz come with me?
Of course I'm coming.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not allowed.
It's allowed tonight.
Well, it's not a matter of bending the rules. The machines we use to run the tests, they just don't leave any room for bystanders, I'm afraid.
I'll be all right.
We are going to be gone for some time. Perhaps there are some things from home that Miss Catwell would like brought to her.
Are there?
No. But I think the family should know rather than having a phone call.
All right.
Maybe when you get back, I'll be all better.
I've seen it happen. Young, strong people.
People who are not so strong, not so young, with ailments that no doctor's ever seen. I remember a man came in here with scales covering the whole of one side of his body. Like something that might have lived before there was land. He kept asking for flowers, twigs. They told me he was delirious, but I brought him the stuff that he asked for from my garden. He wet them, packed them down, all over till he was covered. Next morning, he was well. There are causes and cures we know nothing about. That's all I meant to say. Are you ready, Miss Capwell?
Look, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be waiting, Eden.
Hey, Cruz. Where's Eden? Is she with you? Mom, I thought you were in bed. Look, I finally packed up all my stuff for the wedding. You need some help? I can bring your suitcase down for you.
We're not going tomorrow.
Why not?
Oh, yes, you are. We'll all be going.
Why? What happened?
Eden's in the hospital.
What?
I don't know what happened. Ask Cruz.
Well, it was nothing anybody did.
No, of course not.
1 minute she was feeling fine, and then she couldn't move her legs.
Oh, no.
There's reason to believe that it's only temporary. She'll probably recover tomorrow.
Is that what the doctor said?
That's what I said. Now I have to go back to the hospital. Even wanted all of you told face to face. So would you stop and let Mason and Kelly and your father know, please?
Of course.
I'll go with you.
Make sure they understand that the wedding is not postponed. We'll be married Friday exactly as planned.
All right.
Dr. Scott Clark, please call the MRI lab.
Something is happening, Kane.
Cruz, Ted told us what happened. How is she?
Nobody seems to want to tell me.
They've taken her for some tests. Has anyone notified Cece?
I'm sure Ted will know where to find him. Just started pouring out.
Well, yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me.
There's no need for you to stay.
Why? Because I'm not part of the real family?
I just thought you might not want to leave Samantha with the sitter.
Eden is my friend. Did you find anything out?
Except never to wait for anything, never to say that now isn't good enough. We could have been married by now, you know. In Hawaii, in Mexico, here, but we wanted it to be perfect. Nothing less would do. That's the crime that is always punished. It won't happen again.
Please now, keep back. Keep back. We haven't finished yet.
Well, when will you be finished? Why is it taking so long?
Sorry, baby. You'll have to ask
Baby, are you all right?
All How's Eden?
I don't know.
They haven't gotten the results of her test yet.
Who's the attending physician?
Scott Clark, it appears.
A resident? He's wet behind the ears. What's the matter with you? Why did you call me?
He already called in the head of orthopedics and a neurosurgeon.
Who is the neurosurgeon? We don't want just anybody. We're talking about my daughter, remember?
I know who we're talking about, and I remember she's our daughter. Now, I know you're frightened. So are Cruz and I, and bellowing at us doesn't help.
I'm sorry.
Mama, baby.
I take it we're still waiting to hear some news, yeah?
Excuse me, but Miss Capwell is back in her room now, if anyone would like to say goodnight.
Oh.
I love what you left me.
I didn't bring it.
Where did it come from? How did it get here?
What are you trying to do? Scare yourself to death?
I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. We're going to make you well. Don't you worry about that.
Cruz said you're going to be just fine, so I guess we're going to have to believe him.
I wish I could be sure about the two of you. Mama, do you remember the night I was born? How frightened you were? And how in awe of each other you were? You kept wondering what I would look like. What I would do? How I would be? You named me after your happiness. You told me this story 100 times. I want you to know the story. The true story of how I was really born. It was the beginning of the world. Before there were leaves and branches and rain and snow. Because wherever there's love, there's a world. And you made me a world. And maybe I can give that world back to you if you'll let me.
Sweetheart, this isn't the time for that.
Yes, it is. It is. Excuse me, I'll be right back.
I don't want you talking like this. You do understand me? I don't want you talking like this.
Daddy, maybe if you and... No, I can't ask that of you. That's a promise you have to make to each other.
I think you need to rest.
Is everybody here, Mason and Kelly?
Everyone.
Good, I want to see them.
Now?
No. There'll be time for us. Will you tell them, please? Daddy? Don't go.
Oh, baby. I'm an old man tonight.
You'd think he'd have the decency to know where he doesn't belong.
Yeah, well, maybe he's thinking of Sophia's feelings and not yours.
It just doesn't feel right.
Oh, sorry. I thought you needed me.
Don't send him away on my account. I mean it. Let the others think what they want to think. No one has a right to tell you who you should or should not depend on tonight.
You've wanted him all along. You've known it all along.
TJ.
It's okay. I mean, it's not like you were dishonest. You just didn't know your own mind. And now you do.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm sorry about the heat, too. We're having problems with the temperature.
Well, what have you found out?
Cerebrospinal fluid shows no evidence of neurological abnormality, but all blood counts are dangerously low. Myasthenia gravis was ruled out by a negative tensilin test. Ventricular arrhythmia was confirmed by EKG.
And what are you trying to say in English?
That we can't explain it or understand it, but Eden seems to be slipping away.
I've never known anything like it. Not in all the years that I've been here. Something got into the air ducts. That's what they tell me. Might have been Storm. But what do I know? Doesn't she look like an angel?
Yes.
You stay here now, just as long as you want.
Where have you been?
No place. Here, outside.
The strangest dream.
Darling, your father wants to take you someplace else, another hospital, out of the country.
When?
Now. As soon as he can arrange it.
Do you think I should?
Well, whatever you want. I just want you to feel better. If I had my way, I'd take you home right now and take care of you, but Scott says you shouldn't be moved.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. I'll tell him.
Don't go.
I thought you wanted to see the others.
I do, but not now. I want to finish my dream and see how it ends. Does that ever happen to you?
Oh, yes.
Maybe when I wake up, everything will be the way it was. Cruz?
Baby.
The rain stopped. It's time to call the others now.
To the other hospital?
An all-expense-paid trip to Paris. The only bad thing is Cruz won't get to go with me.
Baby, if you're going, I'm going.
We'll talk about it later. Will you look after him for me? He needs someone to worry about him all the time.
Of course we will, Eden.
Is that one of the bridesmaids' gowns?
Yeah, the dressmaker came and, well, Daddy and Ted came to tell me.
It looks beautiful on you. I'm so glad I got to see a bit of my wedding before tomorrow. You know, whenever I look at the two of you, I think of your wedding. Are you just as happy as you were then?
No, not always.
Are you just as much in love?
Yes?
Even more.
I'm glad. Even though you should be telling each other, not me.
You're right, we should. I love you, Julia. Even though I'll be the first to admit it's a feeling I'm not entirely comfortable with.
I know.
I want to be.
I love you too. And you're wrong if I think that I want you to change. I just want to know you'll be there when I wake up. And when I think about the rest of my life, I want you to be in it.
That's easy. You marry me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll marry you. I don't want you doing this just for me.
Sweetheart, listen to me.
I mean it. I said too much before. I want you to be happy, whether that's separate or together.
It's together. That's the way we want it.
We know repairing the damage is not going to be easy. But we could never really be separate, not really.
You've made me so happy.
And make us happy. Get well, Eden.
Darling, are you sure that you're ready for this trip in the morning?
Yes.
It's a very long way.
I know. I'm not afraid.
You sleep now. It's almost morning. I'll be in with the sun to wake you.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Goodbye.
What?
Nothing. I'm sorry about the wedding.
Are you tired?
I never get tired of looking at your face.
Okay. Well, are you comfortable? Can I get something for you? I'm not leaving.
Tell me a story.
I'm not good at making things up.
Tell me what it's gonna be like after the wedding.
All right. Yeah, I'll tell you about that. We'll have it as soon as you get back from Paris. Even if you're not completely better, I don't want to wait. And then we'll have our honeymoon. Someplace new. We've never been to Africa. I found out about this hotel overlooking Victoria Falls.
I hear it's beautiful there.
And then we'll come home. I've been putting in too many hours at the office. I think maybe I'll go half-time until you're all better. What?
I love you.
Maybe we'll save for a piano. I know, growing up, there was always somebody singing in my house. Neither one of us can sing. I'll be an overprotective father, I know, but you'll bring me around. And one weekend a month, we'll go away by ourselves. Baby?
Don't leave me.
Never. I'll never leave.
You go on with the story.
I can't. We'll teach them what love is. So when it comes to them, they won't have to work as hard to see it for what it is. And then they'll marry and start families of their own. And we'll sell the house. And then we'll travel, baby. We'll go back to the chateau. We'll go to Switzerland. All the places we've ever been. See if anybody remembers us. And in between visits, Eden. Baby. No, no, no. In between visits, we'll tell them the story of how we met. And how we fell in love. The sun's coming up, Eden. Darling. Come on, you sleepyhead. Look over here. Baby, look at this. It's daytime. We made it. We can do anything we want now.
Oh, my God.
Shh. Mr. C, she's asleep. Is the plane ready?
Put it down, Cruz.
You know, she doesn't want me to come, but I'm gonna come.
Cruz. Please, put it down.
Well, wait a second. Hey, Mr. C, don't frighten her now.
She's dead.
No, she's not dead. I was right here. I wouldn't know if that was true.
Cece, Mason said the pilot...
Tell me what happened.
Will she wait for me, Kelly? Tell her to wait for me. Cruz!
Cruz?
Eden?
Where are you? I'm frightened. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Cruz, please don't leave me.
I won't leave you. I swore I wouldn't, and I'm not gonna leave you.
Good morning, everyone. Badminton practice will begin at 3. Ladies are reminded to bring appropriate footwear. Refreshments will be served. Tonight's ice cream social will feature a discussion. The topic, sharing eternity with your neighbor. Bingo will follow. Late prayer service will begin at 10 in the chapel.
Hello?
Name, please.
Castillo, Cruz.
I know that. You've served your penance.
3,000 years, sir.
That's a drop in the bucket for the sin of self-slaughter. But forgiveness has come in your case because of two special circumstances. You were out of your mind, weren't you?
Very possibly, sir. You would know that better than I.
That is certainly correct. And also you're here through the good offices of one of our residents. She's cooked and cleaned and laundered the clouds for 3,000 years in hopes of your early release. We have a soft spot for love, as you see.
Thank you, sir. So have I. So is she here?
One moment. You may enter.
Thank you, sir. Eden? Eden, it's me, Cruz. Don't you remember?
I'm not Eden. People confuse us all the time. I don't have a name. I'm your daughter, the baby she lost. Very nice to meet you, Father.
It's very nice to meet you, too. Your mother and I loved you very much, even though we never got a chance.
I know. Don't feel bad. I like it here. I have lots of friends. I have my own life now. Mother should be around. She always waits by the gates. Eden.
Cruz, you came.
Thank you, dear God. What is it?
I don't know.
Baby, why can't I touch you?
Maybe it's because you're so new. Oh, I just want to look at you. I've waited so long.
I tried to come before.
I know. How terrible was it?
Oh, it was nothing. Because I knew you were waiting.
And Haley, too, and my grandfather, and Amy, and Joe, and you'll never guess who else.
Oh, I know. She looks just like you. She's not really ours anymore, though, is she?
No. But we have each other.
Forever, baby. Just like I promised.
I don't understand. This has never happened before.
Sir?
No. Don't call him unless you mean it. He's awfully busy.
It's okay. Sir?
What is it now?
I don't mean to trouble you, but I can't seem to touch her.
With good reason, my boy, with good reason. There's none of that kind of thing in heaven. What did you expect?
Well, I thought heaven was love.
No, my boy, not love of the body. You're new here, son. You learn.
But, sir, I can't even touch her, hold her just once after 3,000 years?
I'm afraid not. One thing leads to another, as you both well know.
But we were going to be married, sir.
No. There is no marriage here. Love here is infinite and eternal. Granted, it takes getting used to, but I'm just the keeper of the gates. I don't make the rules.
I don't mean to seem ungrateful, but I gave up my life to find this woman again, and I would like to hold her the way I loved her before.
I'm sorry, my boy. I am empowered to grant your every wish except for that one.
Can we have our lives back?
I beg your pardon. You'd give up heaven for this man?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, to marry her, so would I.
But you've already done your time, son. Or are you still out of your mind?
Maybe. I guess what I want is a heaven on earth.
Then you're in for one hell of a shot, my boy. Well, I can't stop you. It's a legitimate wish. Go quickly now, before you start a trend.
What about our daughter?
What about her? She can't go. You see, this is the only home she knows. But your love and devotion will be blessed again. I can tell you that much. I shall open the gates for exactly 5 seconds.
Baby, are you sure? I mean, you don't have to do this, you know.
Hurry, hurry. Make up your mind.
I'm sure.
Now jump, quickly.
Oh.
What's wrong? Something bite you?
Oh. Oh. Baby. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you?
I was sleeping.
I don't know. Were you?
Eden, stand up, baby. Just please, stand up, please. Stand up now. Come on, please. Oh. Oh. How many days till the wedding?
4. Are you sick?
Oh, listen, I'm not gonna let you out of my sight. I'm not sleeping, I'm not working, I'm not going anywhere. And neither are you, pal.
What are you looking for? It's a long way away.
It's a long way to fall, let me tell you.
How do you know?
I was just there. You. Maybe I still am.
Somebody had a picnic.
I don't know. Looks like a meteor landed to me. A little meteor.
Well, I could be wrong. That looks like a burnt marshmallow.
2 points for you.
Marshmallows from Mars?
Well, I think a better guess is that Cruz and Eden were here, and they took off. They come here a lot, and they make fires, and they cook strange and exotic foods. And then they look at the stars, and they look at each other.
Can I tell you a secret?
What?
Those two intimidate me a little bit.
They do? Why?
Everything around them is just so perfect, you know? They're perfect, and sometimes I wish I could just grab them and mess up their hair or something, you know?
I know what you mean. Hey, did I ever tell you about, I don't know, my, what's the best word for it? Crush, obsession with Eden?
Well, I sort of figured that out. Not really too sure I want to hear about it, though.
Well, it's kind of a long story, but it's like the joke, you know, you keep banging your head against the wall because when you stop, it feels so good. I don't know, I've always wanted the wrong things. Until you.
Well, how can you be so sure that I'm not the wrong thing?
Because my head doesn't ache and my ears aren't ringing. You keep wanting to be the wrong thing, but you're not. Why don't you just, relax? Let it be right. Okay?
am I supposed to get any packing done when you come around here every hour on the hour?
You put a hex on my car.
I did not. What happened?
It broke down on the beach road not half a mile from here.
I'll take a look at it. I'll go get my toolkit.
I've already had it towed. They tell me that the universal joint is gone. I gather that's something crucial.
Well, yes, they give the more important things the more important names.
Anyway, it looks like it's not going to be fixed by tomorrow, obviously, so I hopped in a cab and came back here to ask you if I could hitch a ride to the wedding tomorrow.
And we're supposed to make this decision while the meter is running?
Is that so much to ask?
Let me point out a pattern here, Mason. Every time that we come to a mutual decision at no small cost in blood, sweat, and tears, you find some reason to do exactly the opposite.
Is it my fault the car broke down? All right, I wouldn't put it past me, but this time I happen to be telling the truth. Now, I promise you won't hear a sound from me. I'll just keep the passenger seat warm. Okay?
You and I both know that the only promises you're willing to make are the ones you don't plan to keep.
I told you to sit still and eat your yogurt. Now, I am going to do the packing. Give me those things.
These are things you're not supposed to know exist, you know, like eyeshadow and hairspray and tweezers.
Sometimes I wish they didn't.
You want some hot chocolate?
Why are you waiting on me hand and foot?
Because you are precious to me.
Well, be prepared for my hips to expand if you expected me to sit in a position like this my entire married life.
Well, so I'll buy a new couch with steel reinforcements. You don't have to worry about a thing.
What's happened to you? On the beach, did you become a split personality? Did you have a bad dream?
Well, let's just say I'm superstitious. I wouldn't want to tempt fate before our big day.
Yeah, I know what you mean. To think that we finally are getting... Ow.
Baby, are you all right? What is it? What is it?
My leg was asleep. You know, you have to expect that I'm going to stand on it every month or so. You can calm down.
Yeah, I just want my chance to love you. To forever and back.